Think about how many people drive cars. Audi is one of the few cars that have the elegance and grace that they do. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Derek Aguirre, and I shall be talking about Audi, the car manufacturer. Audi Audi is one of the car is a car that has great history, a great racing history, and is a wonderful innovator when it comes to safety features and performance. According to Auto News Weekly, the founder of Audi is August Horch. In the year 1899, Horch sets up his own company called Horch. And then in 1909, he leaves that company and makes Audi, which means listen in Latin, which is named after him since Horch means listen in German. During World War One, Audi was forced to make grenades. And then in 1932, right, Audi and three other companies came together to form the Auto Union AG. The other three companies were DKW, Horch, and Warner. Then during World War II, Audi was controlled by American troops because they made a lot of military vehicles for Germany. And they had a lot of bombings and heavy artillery, which destroyed a lot of their factories. So they took a long time to rebuild afterwards. Then in 1956, Auto Union AG changed its name to Auto Union GmbH, and they came out with the Magna Jeep. This Jeep was a multi-purpose vehicle that had all-wheel drive. Then, a couple years later, they got bought by Daimler-Benz, right, which you shall now know as the modern Mercedes. Then, in 1969, the Auto Union merged with NSU, and they created Audi NSU, which where they got the modern name of Audi today. And then in the 1980s, Audi created the Audi Quattro, which was a very famous car because it had all-wheel drive. Audi has a great history of innovation, and were the first company to ever do crash tests when they rolled one of their cars down a hill in 1938. Audi is known for being some of the safest cars and one of the innovators to many safety features that we have today. For example, Fortitude magazine says that Audi was the first car to use crumple zones in 1958. These crumple zones would absorb a good portion of a collision in the car and save the passengers. Audi was the first ones to use crash dummies in the 1960s and the first ones to make a crash testing hall in the 1970s. Audi was also the first German car to have automatic clutch, and this was the vehicle that they introduced it with. Audi was the first car to have peripheral LED lights in 2004 with the Audi A8. And then Audi was also the first car to have a V12 diesel engine, right, in a passenger vehicle, which was usually saved for supercharged cars, for supercars. Audi was also the first car to have all LED lights, including running daytime lights. Audi was also one of the first cars to have a start-stop technology, which when the car was stopped, right, would turn off the engine, save gas, and then when the car needed to go again, it would turn the engine back on really quick. Audi was the car that introduced the S-Tronic 7 clutch, dual clutch, and Audi has had a lot of success with autonomous vehicles, including Shelly, which is an Audi TTS, which has gone down one of Pike's Plan, which is one of the world's most dangerous roads by itself. August Horch, right, was a great lover of racing, and he brought a lot of attention to Audi because of his early racing. Audi was the first car to use a mid-engine, right, which helped with aerodynamic and handling because it put the engine behind the driver, allowed the driver to sit lower in the car. During the 1930s, Audi and Mercedes-Benz had an ongoing rivalry in which they tried to top each other for top speed. Then, during the 1980s, Audi, with the Audi Quattro, right, won 23 heat championships and then 4 world championships with this car, and it gave them an almost unfair advantage in racing. With Michelle Mount was the first female racer to ever win an international race with Audi. Audi has had a lot of success in the Le Mans race, which is a 24-hour race. Audi has won the race 11 times since 2000, and they've won with diesel and hybrid cars, the first to ever do so. Audi has had more success in the Le Mans race than any other car manufacturer. Audi, in summary, right, is a great car, right, that has a ton of safety features. They're innovators in their engines and their headlights. They have a great, rich history, and they have an amazing history in racing. Thank you.